Number 1. The Bedroom Fire, October 2021, Coimbatore, India. College student M. Sivaram was exhausted. After a long day of classes, he retreated to his room, plugged in his smartphone charger, and laid down on his bed. Like countless others, he probably set an alarm, maybe planned to scroll a bit before sleep. But night turned into disaster. Around 3 a.m., the calm silence was shattered by the terrible crackle of flames. What started as a tiny spark near his bed sheets quickly became a raging fire. The glow of flames lit up the room's shadows as Sivaram struggled to escape. But it was too late. His family tried desperately to save him, pulling him free from the inferno. Doctors fought to keep him alive, but burns over most of his body had taken their toll. He passed away 6 days later, the hospital bed replaced by an empty room filled with grief. Authorities found the fire originated from overheating caused by the phone charger placed on the bed. When fabric traps heat and an electrical fault occurs, the result can be fatal. This tragedy begged a simple question: why do we still charge phones on beds? Number 2, 2017, Shizuoka Prefecture, Japan. A 14-year-old boy walked toward his train station platform, head down, eyes glued to his smartphone. He was probably texting friends, checking messages, or maybe playing a game. What anyone wouldn't realize, how dangerously close he was to the edge. Oblivious to his surroundings, he never saw the incoming train hurtling towards him. The screeching of brakes and shouts from bystanders were too late. The young boy was struck and killed instantly, a victim of smartphone distraction. This terrible incident isn't unique. Across the globe, commuters walk railroad tracks littered with danger, hypnotized by screens. Just one moment of inattention is all it takes. Stories from Buenos Aires to Madrid remind us, sometimes the most dangerous place isn't far away at all, it's right under your nose. Number 3. The Phone Call That Killed. In 2022, in a small town in Ireland, a bizarre and deeply tragic incident took place involving a phone call, but not in the way you might expect. Liam, a 35-year-old man known for his love of old technology, was working in his garage repairing vintage electronics. His trusty old smartphone had been acting up all week, frequently cutting out during calls and freezing without warning. One rainy evening, Liam received an urgent call on his malfunctioning phone. It was his elderly mother, asking for help with a medical emergency. As Liam hurried out of his garage to answer, the phone suddenly short-circuited in his hand, emitting a sharp electrical shock. But the real horror came next. The shock caused Liam to lose his balance, and he fell back uncontrollably, hitting his head against a sharp corner of a workbench. The impact was fatal. When paramedics arrived, they found Liam unconscious with clear signs of trauma. It turned out that a hidden hardware fault in the phone's battery circuit had turned that innocuous call into a deadly electric hazard. This incident stands out as a grim reminder that mobile phones, beyond just distraction or overheating, can harbor unseen technical dangers capable of causing fatal accidents, especially when combined with human fragility and unexpected circumstances. Number 4. The Deadly Bus Charger, November 1st, 2024, Penang Central Bus Terminal, Malaysia. An ordinary evening turned into a scene of horror on an express bus bound for Kuala Lumpur. Muhammad Nur Asimawi Jasmadi, an 18-year-old, plugged his smartphone into a charging socket on board, just like countless others do every day. But this time, tragedy struck in less than 10 minutes. Passengers were startled by a sudden scream. Mohammed was convulsing in his seat, foaming at the mouth, a terrifying sight that froze everyone. Fellow riders quickly alerted the driver, who stopped the bus and called for emergency help. Despite their efforts, Mohammed was pronounced dead at the scene. An investigation later revealed burn marks on his left fingers, caused by a severe electric shock. The charging cable had melted, and the bus's electrical wiring was found to be incorrectly installed. Reverse-connected wiring that sent dangerous voltage through the socket. The Malaysian Transport Ministry formed a special task force, suspending the bus's operations and launching a nationwide review of charging port safety on buses. What should have been a simple convenience had ended in a brutal, fatal shock. A stark reminder that even everyday tech can hide deadly risks when safety is compromised. Number 5. The Fatal Wire, October 2024, Kamareddy District, Telangana, India. In a quiet home, 23-year-old Malath Anil had rigged a makeshift charging setup, extending a live wire near his bed to power his smartphone overnight. It was a common shortcut, but fraught with unseen danger. One silent night, Malath accidentally touched the exposed live wire while asleep. Instantly, his body became a conduit for lethal electricity. His family woke to chaos, rushing him to the hospital amid desperate pleas for survival. Doctors fought to save him, but the injuries were too severe. Malath passed away, leaving a grieving wife and toddler behind. His death underscores a grim reality. Ordinary habits, like charging phones overnight with unsafe wiring, can suddenly turn fatal. This true tragedy serves as a warning. The comfort of convenience can mask hidden dangers lurking in our own homes, waiting for a slip that changes lives forever. Number 6. The Infant Tragedy. 2023. Şanlıurfa, Turkey. A simple moment of curiosity turned into heartbreak for a family. Their 9-month-old infant, left briefly unattended, crawled across the floor toward an extension lead where a phone charger cable was plugged in. Drawn by innocent fascination, the baby bit down on the live cable. A sudden electric shock coursed through their tiny body, causing severe burns and injury. By the time the parents returned, the infant was motionless, clutching the cable in hand. Despite frantic medical intervention, the child could not be saved. The tragedy shook the community and brought attention to a critical issue: the silent dangers of leaving smartphone accessories and chargers within children's reach. This heartbreaking incident is a somber reminder for all families to keep electrical hazards away from even the smallest and most vulnerable among us. Putting phones aside might sound simple, but these stories show how dangerous ignoring the risk can be. Distractions to faulty chargers, smartphones have caused brutal, tragic deaths worldwide. So next time the screen lights up, remember, keeping your life safe means sometimes choosing to look up.